to have a fine products, and then we ensure that the blending is good, so that the compositions are well mixed and we get a uniform batch material. And it is, once all these things are done, we ship under control conditions. So in the manufacturing process, we are going to look in detail about these steps: how the materials are mined, and what are the clinkering reactions, and why we are cooling the material, and what is the need for grinding and blending. The chemical composition involved, though the chemical composition involved is in a narrow limits, despite huge tons, because I mentioned, like, when we produce cement, we produce it in a huge amount of amount in quantity, right? So do you have any idea what is the quantity of cement being produced per annually? Some, so I have already mentioned it's in huge tons. For example, say it's about 1,000,000 tons of cement being produced per annum. So any numbers that you can think of, how significant would be those amount? Yeah, some guesses. I don't expect you to know the exact number, but some guesses how it could be in terms of 1,000,000 tons per annum across the globe. So another interesting fact is, in cement is the most consumed material in the world, second most consumed material in the world, next to only water. So imagine the amount of cement being used in the world. Just throw some rough numbers. So what is this? There's no response. It's about 400 million tons. Okay. Close to, not exactly. Any other guesses? All right. So we'll, having said that, just keep the thing how significant that will be. So since we are producing the cement in that huge tons of amount, the cost involved in the process is also significant. Typically, plant cost, it's like, when we manufacture something, we have to invest some amount of money for setting up the process. So this plant, as it requires several sequence of process, so that or each sequence required individual units for its purpose. So the typical plant cost itself ranges upwards of about $250 million. Okay, so that's not a something ordinary. So we are, if there is a plant, then there is some it requires some fairly substantial fixed investment to start processing this function. And also, to meet this investment, the plant must produce continuously